Alright, time to talk about the next movie on the MCU controversy train. This is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Um, this movie's been getting slammed by critics. Not necessarily Rotten Tomatoes. I don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes, but nobody really knows how Rotten Tomatoes scores work. So the 48% that people keep attacking or referring to isn't entirely accurate. Nobody really knows how that works. I know how it works. I don't feel like getting into it, but a lot of people really don't know how that works, how kind of inaccurate that is, sort of, kind of. But um, contrary to what a lot of people have said about this movie, I really enjoyed it. I think that's because I my expectations weren't all too high, simply because of the fact that I went in this movie with expectations of like, oh yeah, this is going to set up the next phase of the MCU, the next saga, and blah blah blah. But I also went in it saying this is an Ant Man movie, and knowing what they did with Ant Man and the Wasp, which I wasn't a massive fan of, um, I'm not expecting like too high of things. For the most part, I was right. I think this is like a 7 out of 10 movie for me. I recently rewatched both Ant Man movies, and the first one is great. It's like catapulted up in my top favorite MCU movies. It is so good. Ant Man the Wasp is not great in my opinion. I wasn't a massive fan, but Quantumania I think is better than that one. Not better than the first one. I think it's better than that one. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The first big thing: Jonathan Majors as Kang. Now, of course, this quick review does have spoilers, so click off now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sick. So, Jonathan Majors as Kang is really good. He's the best part of the movie. He's the best part of the movie. I'm not sure where they're going to take it um, going forward, because right, you have at the end of the movie you have Kang, who is dead ish. Um it's freaking weird. It's freaking weird how they do it, but the post credit scene has the Council of Kangs, and like the three main Council of Kangs, like they have Ramatut, Immortus, and Scarlet Centurion at the end of the post credit scene, which is cool. And then they have like the end credit scene, the last credit scene, which was like a scene out of Loki with another variant of Kang, and it's freaking weird. But I don't like. It's like they're doing like the Conqueror version. Or they're just doing like just Kang. I don't freaking know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's wild that they were able to take down Kang in this movie, but yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Going forward, I'm very confused. MODOK was really good. MODOK is perfect. MODOK is actually perfect in this movie. It is actually insane. MODOK, his introduction was hilarious because you just see a giant freaking floating head with glowy eyes just fly at the screen at light speed. His dialogue, his character throughout the entire movie, amazing. It is just MODOK. It is just a accurate version of MODOK. It is really good. Scott and Cassie, standouts for me. I really enjoyed their dynamic. I wish we could have seen a bit more of Cassie, but for the most part, it was great. Hank, I fully expected to die in this movie, and he didn't. So yeah, that's fun. But he's still a good character. Now let me get to my problems with the movie. Let's start with Janet. Right, I don't know how to feel about Janet in this movie, because I understand that she's keeping secrets to protect everybody, and her past with Kang and blah blah blah. I don't know, because a lot of the movie she feels very vague and frustrated, and it's like I get it. You're trying to protect everybody, but at the same time, it's like you're already down here. They're going to find out anyway. You might as well tell them. And I don't know. I think Janet like it's a problem that I had, but it's not like something that takes away from the movie. Something that kind of does take away from the movie though, and it's in the title, The Wasp, right? Listen, Evangeline Lilly as an actor, fine. As a person, that whole anti-vax BS, I don't like. No, stop. What are you on about? But um, I feel like Evangeline Lilly in each of these three movies plays three different characters. Like she plays the same character, but it's like three different characters. Because I feel like there's just no consistency between the three, right? Like you have Hope Van Dyne in the first movie, in which she is. I think Hope in the first movie is the best version of Hope we've seen because she's like a person that is like focused, that is actively trying to, you know, she has a goal, and she's like just an awesome character. She's an awesome character to see on screen. Then you get to Ant Man and the Wasp, and when she's the Wasp, it's like I don't know. It's like I think that's personally my least favorite version of her because I just don't think the character is fully utilized enough, and the way that her attitude just changes, like it's like same ish, but it also feels very very different. I can't tell you what it is. It's like it just feels like extremely different. And the Quantumania, I feel like she's just kind of going along with the flow kind of thing, and doesn't have like a end goal. Like she's like this big shot, big time CEO, blah blah blah. But I don't know. It feels like she's playing different characters in different movies, and that consistency for me at least, isn't there. Um, I could just be very wrong, but that's just kind of my opinion. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It's a Star Wars movie I never thought I'd want, and I liked it. I enjoyed it more. It's not contrary to what critics says or like what the Rotten Tomatoes score say, blah blah blah. It's not worse than Love and Thunder. It isn't. It just isn't. It's not worse than The Dark World. It's not worse than Captain Marvel. I really really enjoyed this movie. This is going to be like another critic audience divide with like Venom and like Black Adam and blah blah blah. I really enjoyed the movie, and I urge you to go see it and make your own opinion. Yes, it's short, but doesn't take away from the fact that it's an awesome movie. That tonal wise, I didn't see the tone issues as much as a lot of people did, but I did. There were times where it's like I wouldn't have put a joke there, but it's not because I've seen both Ant-Man movies very recently. It's not something that really got on my nerves. Hope you enjoyed this not so quick review. See you next time. Bye.